Hey, welcome to the Way to Words podcast. My name is Cheryl, and I will talk about music and AI music, why I like AI music, what I was doing before AI music. And so let's get this show on the road. Before AI music, I was using BandLab and I was creating beats, but I didn't sing. And I felt like my music was lacking something because there was no lyrics to it. I mean, I loved the beats I came up with, but I also wanted something to sing. I tried a couple of apps that did singing that you could like get to sing, but I was just like not understanding how to line up all these things in this DAW and everything. So I was excited when AI came along and they would sing. You could actually get someone to sing for you, and I like put it as like hiring someone, a lyricist, right? Like if you were in a recording studio and you couldn't sing, or if you were a producer, and you would hire someone to come in and sing the song for you. I feel like that's what AI is to me. It's just like I hire someone to sing for me. I'm like a producer, sometimes the co-producer, and that's just how I look at it. I know there's so many debates going on about AI and this, that, and the other. And so in this podcast, that's pretty much what I'll be talking about, and just I have an AI artist, of course. Her name is Maevi. She's on Instagram. She's on Spotify. She's on Apple Music. And she's fairly new to this, and we just creating music. Of course, I'm using AI to create music as well. I haven't gotten back into a DAW for some years since AI came along. I feel like that is the DAW for me. And so I kind of like created my own custom voice for her, and that's pretty much what we're doing. And I've been trying to podcast for a long time, but I was using my laptop, and now I found this app, and we'll see how well it goes with me because you can do it on the go. And I just feel like once your audience gets to know you, know how you work, know what you're using to work. Like if I'm using my phone, that means I would rather be podcasting. Like a lot of the music I make on my transportation ride home. I catch the bus. So a lot of the times I'm making a song from A to B, like on the bus, using my the tool I use to make my AI music. So, and I wouldn't probably like podcast on it, record on it because it is a little noisy. But while I'm waiting on the bus, so anyway, that's just I want to do it on the fly because there's so many excuses any other way. Like for me now personally, like I said, I just want my audience to get to know me, know how I go about doing things, know why I do things the way I do it. So, and hopefully you will find something in my music that you like. And that's all I know. So this is just pretty much an introduction. I named the podcast The Way to Words because, we talk about music. Music it has some weight to it. Some songs you've listened to growing up, and they still stay with you. So, and they're all word based. So I feel like, and that was a title of a book I was working on, The Way to Words, but we'll work on that later as well. But I feel like that would be good for this podcast. So like I said, this is just an introduction. I'm not trying to be told professional. I'm just trying to express to you who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, why I enjoy doing it, and just trying to get back to some normalcy of doing it, okay? Because, we're in the holiday season, so everything is just, it's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm just trying to just stay present in the moment. But hopefully you guys are having a nice holiday season too as well. But you can also tell me your thoughts on AI. I know there's tons of blogs and podcasts you can listen to, YouTube videos. You can find all about AI and the direction we think it's going in 2026. I can tell you from just when I first started out on AI, which with when we all first started out on AI, it was just like really noticeable that it was AI. Okay, but the more we go on, the more, even in my own music, I'm just like, wow, it's so, it really has a human factor to it anymore. Of course, it still like messes up on words, but sometimes I feel like that's just by design, because you, even in studios, I think, really, like, sometimes all the artists don't always pronounce everything right, and then sometimes you have to question, like, do I want to do this, like we've like done this, retaked it over like 30 or 40 times? Do I want to retake it one more time just for a wrong syllable, or will people really overlook that because of? So yeah, that's just something you calculate. You try to calculate, and hopefully, but when you're using AI, like, I try to do the best I can as far as making sure it's just on point. But then there are some words, like if I'm creating a song and it's got like a different language part to it, you sometimes changing back for it's singing in a different language and in English, the same person. So sometimes you put that as it. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, you say that's just how it goes. Sometimes when you're trying to, you in a moment and you singing in your own language, and then you try to sing in English too, and sometimes the words don't always come out right. So, and that's, but it doesn't really seem like AI, so to speak, like when we first started using AI. It just feels like it's a natural mistake that we all do, even if we just speaking in our own language. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to say, I'm just wanting to get on here, do this, see how it sounds, see what I need to do, how to work it. I just from me looking at the reviews and looking at some videos on this Podbean app, it seems like it's good for me to just be able to do this. You can still add, have people come on as guests and stuff, just using your phone, and the normal thing. You can still do these things. So I just wanted to see, like, using my phone without any headphones or anything, how the sound would be, and just go from there. So yeah, sometimes I hate saying what days I'm going to do things, because then all of a sudden those days I can't do those things. So we'll just kind of like feel this out, and maybe just instead of saying what days I want to do it, let's just see what kind of rhythm I naturally have when it comes to it, and that's what I'll go. But we are on, like I said, Maevi Music is on Instagram. She's on YouTube. So right now we haven't been really doing anything but music on there. So I wanted to kind of like do some kind of podcasting things on there as well. Just talking. I think I journeyed off into that before, but life sometimes, you have so many appointments and schedules deadlines you're trying to meet, and all these things. So yeah, we'll just go from there. But so hopefully you'll get used to seeing this podcast here, there, and everywhere else, and we can chat, just live life. I can't believe it's almost 2026, like this year. I mean, I feel like I accomplished a lot. I did a lot. I mean, I stayed true to who I am all year. Didn't fold or bend, but whew, it's been a ride. 2025. I mean, for the most part, it was like easy selling, smooth selling, and you know, still got a couple of weeks to go in it, but I'm proud of myself as far as being a creative. Stay true to being a creative. I didn't really fall off from that this year. I kind of stayed focused on my branding of things. Stayed focused on that. Continue to do that. And yeah, and I think 2026, if the Lord says the same, I will continue to stay strong in that area as far as my branding, my logo, coming up with designs and stuff just for you as an audience, my audience, to identify me with. So, yeah, and that's just what we'll do. So, I hope this podcast finds you in some good spirits, and until we talk again, thank you.